Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. As always, my name is Harmon. Today's video is all about the Borderline bar and grill shooting that took place here in Thousand Oaks, California. The date was November 7th, 2018, and the perpetrator or gunman, his name was David Long. He was 28 years old. So of course in this video I'm going to show you the bar and grill where it all transpired. It is no longer open at this point. It is permanently closed. But I'm going to show you that, and of course there's a little memorial here at a park nearby, so I'm going to show you that as well. So around 11:18 p.m. on November 7th, 2018, David Long entered the bar and grill. He was armed with a .45 caliber Glock 21, also carrying 7 illegally manufactured magazine holders, I guess to increase the amount of rounds he could carry. He had about, I believe, 160 rounds with him, and he also had a knife, 10 smoke bombs, and 2 fireworks with him. So right when he opened the door, he went inside and he immediately shot and killed the cashier, who was of course right by the front door. He then opened fire on the remaining 260 some odd patrons of the restaurant. After all was said and done, he fired about 62 rounds. He also of course threw many smoke bombs to cause more pandemonium. About 2 minutes after the first shots rang out, 911 was dispatched. Some sheriffs and highway patrolmen were there on scene. A couple of officers went into the building, including Ventura County Sheriff Ron Hilas. However, David Long, the gunman, he had been monitoring the restaurant's cameras, so he knew exactly where the police officers were coming in through. As soon as both officers entered the building, of course, there was some smoke from the smoke bombs that he threw. So both officers entered kind of in a haze, like they couldn't see very well. And David Long shot at both officers, ending up killing one of the officers, again Ron Hilas. Because both officers couldn't see too well, the other officer that was with him accidentally also shot Ron Hilas. Anyway, about 11:39 p.m., so about 20 minutes after he started shooting, Long took his own gun and shot himself through the chin, killing himself right there in the restaurant. Anyway, so I apologize, guys. His first name is Ian, his middle name is David. So he again was in the Marine Corps from 2008 to 2013. He was honorably discharged from that, and arrived back home, lived with his mom, and he was attending the California State University. I guess he was going for his athletic department type scholarship or degree. He reportedly had many issues though with the police, as he was diagnosed with again PTSD, combat and stress disorder, adjustment, mood disorder, etc. And one of his former teachers in high school stated that he had pushed her or assaulted her when he was in high school. And I guess she was told not to pursue charges or anything, as I guess they didn't want to ruin his potential trying to get into the Marine Corps. So already he exhibited signs of kind of aggressiveness, etc. Who knows, like things could have turned out way differently if that teacher decided to press charges and he got arrested, and who knows, maybe that would have kind of got him to a better thinking mental state or whatever. So the 12 victims of the shooting were Ron Hilas, who again was with the Ventura County Sheriff's Office, again one of the 2 officers who went inside the bar and grill and again was shot and killed. It says that he was shot 5 times by Ian, but also 1 time accidentally by his partner. So regardless, he was shot 6 times and unfortunately passed away. He was a 29-year veteran with the sheriff's office. Next victim was 48-year-old Sean Adler. He was a security guard, and he would routinely stay late at the bar to make sure everyone got home safe. He was survived by his wife and 2 sons. Next victim was 22-year-old Cody Kaufman. Cody wanted to join the military. He had 3 younger brothers, and he loved to go fishing. Next victim was 21-year-old Blake Dingman. He had been at the bar with his friend Jake Dunham, who was also killed, which goes right into the next victim, 21-year-old Jake Dunham. So both Blake and Jake, they both again were friends. They both loved the off-road community, and of course, kind of going off-roading with their vehicles. Next victim was 18-year-old Elena Housley. She, I guess, was a freshman at Pepperdine University. Next victim was 33-year-old Daniel Manrique. Daniel was a Marine Corps radio operator who had been with the Marine Corps for 6 years before being honorably discharged and living back home here in California. Next victim was 23-year-old Justin Meek. Justin was a choir cappella singer. He also was a Borderline Grill employee. He got his bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and he wanted to join the Coast Guard. So he obviously was working there that night at the grill. It doesn't say when he was shot, but somewhere during the shooting he was killed inside. Next victim was 20-year-old Christina Morissette. She was a cashier at the bar and grill, of course an employee there, and she was actually the first one to be shot and killed. Again, she was at the front desk, so right when Ian walked in, he killed her immediately. Next victim was 27-year-old Telemachus Orphanos. He went by Tel. Tel was a Navy vet. He lived through actually another shooting, the biggest one in American history, the Vegas shooting. He actually was down there in Vegas during that shooting and survived, but unfortunately endured this shooting and unfortunately did not survive this one. Next victim was 21-year-old Noel Sparks. Noel was a college student and a churchgoer. It doesn't necessarily give much more info than that, but it just says that Noel loved being with her friends and enjoyed hanging out with people. Next victim was 20-year-old Mark Meza. Mark's birthday was actually 12 days away, so he actually ended up being killed at age 20, but again his 21st birthday was 12 days away. It says that his father had Alzheimer's, and so I guess he would spend a lot of time at home with his dad playing ping pong, watching the Dodgers and Lakers on TV. Now, a lot of you probably are asking yourselves, why did Ian David Long decide to go on this shooting spree? I think there's many factors, but some of the factors I'm guessing were his PTSD, his kind of mental illnesses that kind of came up from that, plus again he had like an accident where he collapsed a lung and had other injuries. So I think all that combined, plus the fact that many college students at California State University found out that he was a former veteran and actually ended up, I guess, making fun of him that he was a veteran and stated stuff like, oh, veterans don't do anything, military people don't do anything, etc. And I guess he took that very personally, and so the evening of the shooting at the bar and grill there, they were actually having a like a college night at the bar. And so that is why a good chunk of the 200 some odd patrons were, you know, pretty young college age students. And so of course Ian knew that they were having that at that night. And so I think he just wanted to take out his revenge on all the college students who reportedly made fun of him that he was a veteran. But again, he took out 12 innocent lives that had nothing to do with Ian, and none of them, I don't think, knew him. So it's crazy to me. It's like, if you have a problem with certain individuals, like, go talk to those certain individuals. Don't take it out on innocent bystanders. All right, guys, I'm at the Pierce Brothers Valley Oaks Cemetery here in Westlake Village, California. This is only maybe like 10 minutes away from the bar and grill. And this is where Sergeant Ronald Lee Hilas is buried. Ronald, he was selfless. You know, all he cared about was taking out the threat, which was Ian. And so he did his best. And I just feel absolutely terrible that he died that day. I mean, just like I feel terrible for all the other victims. But Ron, again, he was doing his duty, and he was trying to help save lives. I have like 10 or 12 more videos to film today. So I'm gonna head out of here, guys. Thank you for watching. Again, keep all the victims in your thoughts and prayers. Of course, all their families, etc. Anyway, thank you for watching. Again, my name's Harmon, and I'll see you all on the next one. Stay safe.